Good morning. Today we're going to be trying to make sense of this weather data. The purpose of collecting the data is so that we can see trends and make predictions, but when it's just information on a page like this, that's hard to see. It's hard to see the patterns. So we're going to take this information and put it on our weather map. And we practiced this yesterday in class, but this is just a refresher. So we're just going to take these stations in order. Seattle's right there, and it tends to move from the west coast to the east. In Seattle, the wind speed was 7 miles per hour. The wind direction was 260 degrees, from 260 degrees. And that's what we'll do first. 260 degrees, if we think of a circle as having 360 degrees, 260 would be, well, 270 is right there, so 260 would be a little less than that. So we're going to stick an arrow into our station from about that angle. So there's Seattle. We're going to stick an arrow in about like that. I think that's pretty good. And it's maybe 3/4 of an inch long. Next thing we'll do is put the feathers on our arrow. And the wind speed in Seattle was 7 miles per hour. If we look at this chart on page 602, it shows 7 miles an hour is a half a flag. So we'll put a half of a flag, half of a feather rather. Atmospheric pressure is 1020.8. We always write that in the upper right corner. And we're just going to write out the whole thing. There's a shorthand way. We're not going to do that. Make sure it's neat. Try to keep everything horizontal. It just makes it easier to read because you're going to have to be able to read this for a couple of activities coming up. Temperature always goes in the upper left, 42 degrees. There is no precipitation. So if there was a precipitation, we would put a symbol right here, but there isn't anything, so we don't. And the cloud cover is 0%, so we don't do anything there either. We'll jump to another one, San Francisco. They did it partly for us. In San Francisco, the wind is from 135 degrees. So that's from the southeast. So we're going to stick our feather in like that. It's 8 miles an hour, which that's still a half a feather. And it's 1,020. See, they did that shorthand version, but I don't want to do that. I want to put the whole number. So 1,020, 48, they already wrote in. It's foggy there. So if we look on page 603, the symbol for fog is those 3 lines. And that's what they've done. And it's 25% cloud cover, so they filled in 25% of the circle. And complete that for the rest of it, and then hopefully we'll be able to start seeing the patterns, and then we can make some predictions and some forecasts from that. I'd like you to have this finished by the end of the hour. If not, you need to have it finished by the time you get here tomorrow. Thanks. Have a good day.